Hello friends, hi, this is Tanya and I want to share with you some of the golden nuggets I picked up through season 4. So please stick around and enjoy the show.
Once you sit down and think about who you are and what's important to you and start prioritizing those different things, what happens is, yes, life does change. Yes, there's some aspects of ourselves that change, but our basic values, they don't change that much.
The people who have had really an amazing retirement experience go to something. And before they retire, they know what that is.
If you look around and you don't realize how much you miss when you're just always in your car or in your space or in wherever you are. But when you get out among other people or you see things from someone else's perspective, or you have to shift and adjust your own, yeah, a lot of magic can happen because you start seeing things from a whole new different viewpoint.
Just want to, if there's one thing I can leave, it's just have a plan and, figure out what you're going to do and do it for a reason.
And I use money as a tool to help me get out of situations and not stay stuck in it.
The thing that a lot of people don't get, and web developers won't necessarily tell you, is a website is pointless unless people find it.
Well, retargeting is the ability to capture 100% of the visitors that come to your website, blog, or landing page and market to them long after they left your page.
Self-care is just non-negotiable. It's like oxygen. It is a true fundamental building block in you being a whole and complete person.
We ask young people, what do you want to be, what you want to do when you grow up? Like, it's way over there. Like, someday you get to be somebody. And, I think it's great to encourage children to dream. However, I think it's also wonderful to encourage them to exercise their power because they already can make an impact in the world.
In every situation, we have a choice. We can't necessarily control the event, but we can control our response to that event, which then ultimately affects the outcome.
It's what do you want to learn? What's the most important? What's holding you back from doing something or learning something more? Let's tackle that first. So let's eat the crust first, right?
I just see a lot of people stressed out, and I cannot stress enough self-care. Take care of you. Understand the importance of just taking a brief pause or taking a me day.
No, the fear is undeniable, okay? Mm-hmm. We all have it, and it's just there, but living in it isn't going to do us any good. We need to live in spite of it. And
so just like you wouldn't drive from here to Texas without putting gas in your car because you're not going to get that far. That's the same way it should be with us in our maintaining ourselves so that we can perform at our optimal position rather than being in a state of scarcity.
And often in our own lives that we have places in us that gets very tight, that needs to get stretched, often from not moving, as in not moving from where we are, not willing to embrace something new. And a lot of times what it comes out as is resistance.
There's nothing wrong with, taking a gap year to figure out what you want to do. There's nothing wrong with not going to college. But the thing is just don't walk into it hoping that you'll figure it out or don't spend $200,000 before you even have a plan for what you're going to get out of it.
Understanding what your basic values are can really help you to meet whatever those challenges and those differences in your life as things come along.
React. I mean, people who have explosive personalities and they're, they lash out in anger all the time or whatever it happens to be, we can just do the simple practice of stop, challenge, choose, because we always have a choice.
And so play is really, really important. And in fact, it builds the foundations for what we use all of our skills for the rest of our life. So in fact,
To be experimental, like you said, and push buttons.
That word comfortable, people's like, oh my God, I'm so comfortable. And that's good. I think I shared, like, that's good for clothing, for shoes, for a bed or a couch, and even for a friendship. But in terms of your life, you have to get uncomfortable sometimes.